I was 54 when I moved back with my parents. I lasted 4 to 5 weeks. It wasn't going to work. In effect, I ended up becoming technically homeless. I decided to go to Heathrow and have a look around and see if I could sneak around in the airport, having found that there was quite a few homeless people that used to come into the airport in the evenings, and we used to sit overnight, sometimes comfortably, sometimes not so comfortably. Once the security had left in the evening, everybody used to congregate around the terminals and sit and cups of tea, cups of coffee, fall asleep, stay awake all night, depending. Then in the morning, they used to come on shift at a certain time, so we'd make sure we were up and about before they were, and get ourselves washed and dressed, change of clothing from our passenger type bags, and then leave the airport as if we were coming off a flight. It was uncomfortable. Obviously we were sitting in chairs, which are obviously airport chairs, so you used to get a lot of lower back pain and you'd be propping yourself up on your case, on your lap. It wasn't the most comfortable of things, but equally it wasn't out on the streets where you're laying in a shop doorway. And I was there for about a year, I suppose, in and out. And then the pandemic hit, and the airport staff decided they'd had enough of all this. So they brought in all the outreach workers, and St Mungo's being one of them, and we were all sectioned off and taken to various hotels in and around London, which was a godsend, to be honest. After the St Mungo's outreach workers sorted us all out at the hotels, I ended up at a halfway house hostel type accommodation. The outreach workers at the hostel, who said they've got a place in Hendon which might be suitable for me as full-time accommodation. I was a bit wary because I hadn't been able to see it either online or in person, but then I came here and it's been fantastic. It looked fantastic when I arrived, and I'm more than happy with it. I mean, it's not just the flat in itself. It's enabled me, because I'm here, I'm settled. It's enabled me to move on with my life. I've managed to secure a job in central London, which I'm really, really happy with. It's something that provides security and keeps me ticking along nicely, gives me letting me help people along the way. When I come in from work in the evenings, I cook myself a decent meal, make myself a cup of tea, sit down in front of the TV or have some music on, and considering where I was before, falling asleep on really difficult chairs and that, I've got a nice comfy sofa. I'll sit there, I close my eyes, and that's it. I'm in the land of zonk.
So just knowing that I have a home, it's nice. A nice feeling, warm feeling, good feeling. I'm sober, I have everything to look forward to.
What do you think of that, Paul?
I think everything I said there was relevant to where I am right now. You know, I'm still an alcoholic, I'm still sober, I'm still working. So I was just 3 years on. So yeah, it's a nice follow-up. I was sitting on a bench in Bow, down on Bow Road. I did one big bottle of cider, and I was looking down the neck of a second bottle of cider, and I realised then that moment of clarity, that if I drank that bottle of cider, you know, I'd be lost to it then, a life on the streets. And it's then that I had that moment of, I took a walk down London Hospital, and they said, I need help. So I think it's the first time of openly admitting, primarily to yourself, I have a problem, and asking for help. It doesn't have to end badly at all. There is light at the end of the tunnel for us all. I've been very fortunate. with hard work, but I've been very fortunate to end up where I'm at right now, currently, at peace. So that's where I'm at. I'm at peace with myself right now. When I moved into the flat in Hackney, it was really nice. I'd been in another property up in Manor House, but that was only a short-term temporary thing until I was housed. And then clearly you're on a waiting list, waiting. It's not until you get an offer and you come and you see and you view it, and it's like, whoa, you know, it's quiet. I know Hackney quite well. I lived in Tower Hamlets for a long time and everything else, so it was very central to where I was. My family are local and everything else, but this flat itself is tucked away, it's secluded, nice little cul-de-sac place, and everything else is, yeah, very welcoming, very nice to have. During the pandemic, this place had a massive place to play. I mean, clearly, you know, it's my home at the end of the day. It's where I feel safe. It did. So I'm in a family bubble. This is around the corner for me, not far to go and everything else. But this place had a massive positive effect. You know, given the fact that the country and the world was going through this horrible thing. Plans for the future is, I think, just to maintain a status quo here right now, and hopefully the future gets better with the economy and everything else. Live life, save, look to the future. I'm 64 this year. My retirement age is looming very quick, and just see where life goes from there.